Fisher, who's here somewhere. Thank you, Mayor. But mostly I want to thank all of you for being here with us on this rainy afternoon. We are excited about the primary next Tuesday. These elections are always important. You know, that's how we govern ourselves. I believe that. But boy, do I think this presidential election has about the highest stakes that we've seen in a really long time. You could not imagine a more different vision for our country than the one between our side of Democrats for progress, for prosperity, for fairness and opportunity, than the presumptive nominee on the Republican side. And that's why it's important we have a big vote on next Tuesday, because we've got to get ready to go all the way to November to win the general. You know, the way I see this, we've got to break down all the barriers that stand in the way of any American getting ahead and staying ahead. I've been talking about this now for a year as I've crisscrossed the country, talking to thousands of people. Because yes, we've got to knock down the economic barriers, but there are other barriers, God-given potential. And I want you with me to be absolutely on the front lines of making sure that the American dream is within reach of every single person in this country. We've got to have more good jobs with rising incomes. And I'll tell you, it's a historical fact. The economy does better when we have a Democrat in the White House. Our Republican friends hate it when I say that. But all you have to do is look at the record of the last two Democratic presidents to get all the evidence you need. I know it was a long time ago, but as I vaguely remember, when my husband was president, we ended up That's an important fact, because we don't want incomes just to rise for some. We want them to rise for everybody, not just people at the top. And when Bill was president, that is what happened. More people lifted out of poverty. Median family income going up 17%. Median African American family income going up 33%. Everybody did better. That's the way it's supposed to be in America. That's how I was raised. You do your part, your kids will have a better life than you did. That's what I want people to believe, and that's what I want to make sure happens. So you might ask yourself, okay, if that's what happened in the 90s, well, why did it fall apart? And there's a kind of easy answer for that. We had a Republican president. And I'll tell you, this is serious, because I think we had a balanced budget of surplus. We had new jobs, rising incomes, and now we can look back and see raise for most Americans in about 16 years. Family income is about $4,000 less than it was when my husband left office. There was a recent survey done of both Republicans and Democrats, and they were saying, well, so when was the best year you can remember? And they said 2000. Now, why was that? Because we were on the right track. But the Republicans came back with their failed economic positions, trickle-down economics. And then, of course, they took their eyes off the financial markets and the mortgage markets, and we know what happened. The worst financial crisis since the Great Depression. Now, this is not ancient history, and I remind us of it because the Republicans are going to run the same campaign. They're going to run the same economic policies. You can already see it. We can't let that happen. 800,000 jobs a month when President Obama was elected. And I'll tell you, I don't think he gets the credit he deserves for making sure we get